Michigan Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing at a tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Finds his man. It's Buchanan. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Gonna run it. It's Marshall. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's Marshall. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Marshall. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff from the gun. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Quarterback gets past the marker. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Gets the back moving. Underwood. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And talking to coaches coming into this week, one of the big priorities, we got to protect our quarterback. Last week in a loss, we gave up 4 sacks. Right here, another sack early in this football game. So far, not protecting their guy. Need to do a better job.
And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Marshall. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Finds his target down the middle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Underwood on the play action. Slings it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Underwood. He'll pull it down and run. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pickup of 5 and a first down. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Sends it back in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
On first down, Nate Frazier. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Looking left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Handoff for Frazier. Powers through. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Dogs!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Underwood. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to throw it to start the drive. With the catch, it's Wiley. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's a give to Frazier. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
On first down, Nate Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buchanan. Running wide open down the gut of the field. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Humphries. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. The Dogs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it fly. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have run in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Northern Illinois looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Quarterback moving. Quick step and go. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Play fake, Underwood. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is, because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
Yeah, and you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the QB.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Escapes the pressure going right. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. That's reeled in. It's Wiley. Running through contact. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the Dogs line it up with a 1st and goal. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll send the back in motion. They want to run this quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Making side adjustments here. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Got a man. It's Marsh. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off play action. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Handoff for Frazier. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go right back to him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Here he comes with the return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Throwing, Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the catch. It's Buchanan. Flying down the left side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Marshall. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Final play of the quarter coming. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Maybe a crease. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Frazier again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's
going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just refused to take it out of reverse. Got caught for the safety, and he might spend some time on the bench after that.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Fires left, and that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Right back to the well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. 3rd and 6 yards to go. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Bob.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Running back searching for a hole. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Underwood. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Wolverines! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.